Since the start of its frenzied suppression of Huawei, the United States has never been fighting alone. It has to pull a group of allies to sanction Huawei, cut off supply to Huawei, and ban Huawei. Among them, the United Kingdom is a typical representative of these countries. Now, for this American ally, Huawei has finally stopped swallowing its anger and showed its sharp sword to fight back, terminating its investment plan worth 8.3 billion yuan in the UK, which has aroused widespread attention from the world media. For a long time, in the face of the sanctions and suppression of Western countries headed by the United States, it seems that Huawei has been in a relatively weak position. After all, a Chinese private company must not be able to compete with the huge state apparatus of the United States and other Western countries. Rivals. But now on the British issue, Huawei has taken the initiative, and many media call it counterattack. What's going on? Huawei's ambitious UK investment plans. Before being sanctioned, the United Kingdom and Germany have always been the main focus of Huawei in Europe. Huawei spent a lot of money to establish a research center in Germany, and even released a variety of new products in Munich, Germany. Germany has played an important role in Huawei's globalization. It can be said to be an indispensable part. In the UK, Huawei's actions are not small. In 2018, Huawei wanted to establish an innovation technology park in Cambridge, England, and use this Cambridge Innovation Park as the overseas headquarters of Huawei's photonic business in the future. It cost 3,700 yuan to purchase the land. According to Huawei's estimate, the total investment in the Cambridge Innovation Park project will reach £1 billion. At that time, it was the honeymoon period of Sino-British relations, and a number of bilateral trade and investment agreements were reached with the UK. Taking advantage of this shareholder style, Huawei also took advantage of the situation to increase investment in the UK, and the construction of the Cambridge Science and Innovation Park is a key step in it. It is reported that in addition to being scheduled to be used as the global headquarters of Huawei's photonic business, the Cambridge Science and Technology Park will also be a high-tech industrial park integrating photonic technology, AI technology, and software development and design. England was overjoyed. At that time, Huawei was full of confidence. After all, in Cambridge, UK, there are many institutions of higher learning, and the UK is an old capitalist country with relatively strong strength in the high-tech field. For Huawei, the establishment of such a science and innovation park will not only be of great benefit to long-term scientific research. It is a big step forward on the road of internationalization. The British government is very enthusiastic about this investment. After all, the construction of such a large-scale science and technology innovation park will not only bring many employment opportunities to the UK, but also greatly promote the development of British technology and economy. The UK blocked Huawei, and the project was put on hold indefinitely. Just after the United States announced sanctions against Huawei and restricted Huawei, under the pressure of the United States, the United Kingdom finally chose to stand in line with the United States and participate in the strangling of Huawei. Not only did it announce that domestic operators in the United Kingdom would stop using Huawei 5G, but it is reported that the UK may dismantle all previously installed Huawei communication equipment and completely block Huawei. In the face of the British blockade, Huawei also decided to shelve the previously planned £1 billion Cambridge Science and Technology Park project indefinitely. Pound sterling is not a small amount in any company. It can be said that at that time, Huawei still had great expectations for the continuation of this Science and Innovation Park project. You must know that this is almost the largest single investment project of Huawei abroad, and a lot of effort has been invested in it before. In the face of the coercion of the United States, the United Kingdom still had a sense of autonomy at the beginning and was able to control it. In addition, not long after, the British Prime Minister changed 3 times in succession. The two parties in the country are busy fighting, and there is still a certain degree of instability in the policy. Therefore, it seems a bit powerless to follow up on the United States' restrictions on Huawei. Following the pace of the United States, the United Kingdom eventually missed the project. Just after British Prime Minister Sunak came to power, kneeling and licking the United States was like eating popsicles in summer. Especially in terms of China policy, he almost completely turned to the United States, and Sino-British relations have gradually drifted away. Regarding Huawei, the Sunak government has even made a big move recently: dismantle all Huawei's communication equipment before, and completely block Huawei in the UK. Although the implementation of this measure is not small for Nanfu, after all, Huawei previously had a large market share in the UK's communication equipment, and it would bear huge losses to dismantle all Huawei equipment. But at least this shows that the British government is determined to join the United States in killing Huawei. In view of the bad behavior of the British government, Huawei is naturally not stupid. You are going to smash my pot. Do I still leave you dinner? It is impossible for you to sanction me desperately and block me. I am still hot. Put your face in the past to create GDP for you. Coupled with the urgency of the British government, once the Science and Technology Innovation Park is put into operation, the British may use the tricks of freezing assets and confiscating properties for various reasons. Losing £37 million is better than taking all of £1 billion out of the bamboo basket. Huawei's timely stop-loss and interruption of investment in the UK is also a resounding response to the unreasonable suppression of the UK. Following in the footsteps of the United States, causing trouble everywhere, the United Kingdom, the shitstick of the European continent, has become a disruptor of the global order in the hands of the United States. However, after I knew whether the shoes fit my feet, the British politicians also admitted that they had no choice but to do so in the face of pressure from the United States. He rushed over to cater to him, fearing that he would be left behind. However, the United Kingdom is no longer the empire on which the sun never sets, and it will be a pipe dream to use the power of the United States to return to its former glory. This time following suit and restricting Huawei, it is ultimately shooting itself in the foot.